You ever wonder why buyers can't see what makes you special when you know exactly what it is? This is a problem that is so pervasive that so many companies struggle with. And it can really be so frustrating because if you have clarity on what makes you special and different, it should be obvious to your buyers. And when they don't see it, it can just really eat at you because it's hard enough to win. It's hard enough to be different than the competition. And when you have real differentiation and buyers don't get it, that's extremely frustrating. So what's the problem here? A couple issues. So one, let's take the bottom first. And in this case, we're saying you know exactly what it is. Okay? What is it? It is your differentiation, right? Your secret ingredient, the thing that makes you different and special. And so, one, this is from your perspective, right? This is you saying, hey, here's what makes me great. And so it could be part of the problem is maybe what you think is special and unique about you is not what the buyer thinks, right? So this down here is a self-assessment, and yet up here, the buyer's not seeing the same thing that you are. So one of the issues is we have a disconnect between kind of your perception versus their perception. And the second thing is, in this self-assessment, are you accurate? Right? So when you think about what makes you special and that you know what it is, do you really? Because I cannot tell you how many companies that I've talked to where they're saying, oh, well, we're the only ones that do this, or we're the only ones that have this, or we're the only ones that have this process, etc. And so they say it with confidence, yet I'll go to a competitive website and on their homepage, it basically says the exact same thing. And so sometimes what you think is special and unique about you is not. So that could explain why the buyer doesn't see it, because it doesn't exist. It only exists in your mind. All right. So that would be one. Now, let's imagine that, okay, you are self-aware enough to be able to identify what really makes you unique, and you're not just hoping it. All right. So if this is real and you actually know what it is, then we look at the next problem, which is a translation issue, right? Because if you've really identified what makes you special and unique, then the problem is, how do I use language where buyers can see it, okay? And that translation is really hard because I think a lot of times when something is obvious to you, you lack the language to be able to explain it to someone that doesn't get it. Right? That's why I think so often people that are experts in a field, that really know their stuff backwards and forwards, oftentimes they struggle to be able to explain it to non-experts, because to them it's almost second nature, right? They just don't think about it. They have mastery of something, and when you try to explain it to someone else, you just almost lack the vocabulary to be able to explain it to them. And so it's really important when it comes to buyers to be able to say, it doesn't matter what you think about your stuff and what makes you special and unique. The ultimate mastery, the ultimate skill is translation. It's, can you take this and put it into language where the buyers can see it and it's super obvious to them? That is an advanced skill. It's a really hard skill. But generally, those are the two root problems, is either you are misclassifying or misidentifying what you think is differentiation that's not, or you are not translating it in a way that a buyer gets. And so either one of those things is going to prevent you from standing out in a competitive marketplace and winning your opportunities.